Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Ask the AVP. Ask the AVP is an informal grassroots initiative started in District 1 by myself, Daren Hudson. I'm one of your District 1 Associate Vice Presidents, and my good friend John Yasamidis, a fellow AVP. We decided that'd be a good idea to have an informal way of informing and educating our members, answering their questions about all sorts of information, showcasing clubs, events, activities, discussing AMA information and programming, and also to address technical and product questions when we have the opportunity to do so. Sometimes we're in a makeshift studio like I am right now. This is a low budget operation. We're just trying to spread this information around and get it accessible to you. We keep the Ask the AVP episodes along with many other video productions and shared videos at the AMA YouTube channel, and that is accessible through our AMA District 1 website, www.amadistrict1-i.org. So it's April in New England and event time is on us. So I wanted to take a few moments to discuss Aeromodelling Event Promotion. Right now, clubs are starting to plan, and CDs and EMs are starting to sanction their events through AMA. So that planning process includes how are we going to promote this thing? If we have an event that we want people to come to, how are we going to use the resources that we have, or how are we going to find resources that are out there that we can use to help promote our event? And that's what I'm going to talk to you about in this presentation. So when we do an event, we have some considerations we think about. This is not a complete list, but these are some of the things we think about. We think about who's invited. Is it public? Is it all AMA members welcome? Is it just a members only event that we're just having in-house, so to speak, that we don't want the public to come to? And that's perfectly fine. If you want to have a small event for the club only, then certainly just invite your club members, keep it small and intimate. But if we're going to go outside the club and into a public event or all AMA members, we also want to consider, do we have availability for spectators? Do we want to invite spectators? Do we want them coming in? Do we want we also want to consider what type of event it is. Is it any one of the numerous types of flying events we have? We want to check with our CD or our EM. Do we have any special considerations for the type of event that we're planning? We might have some special requirements that we have to talk about. So definitely consult with your CDs and your EMs on that. Is it an educational outreach event or a public outreach event? These two in particular, it's very important to get out into the public beyond our club boundaries in order to reach the public. How far do we want this reach to go? Do we want it local in nature? Do we want it within the hobby community? Do we want it outside the hobby community, or we want a combination of all of them? And does our venue have the capacity? Does it have the capacity for a large parking area, the pit areas? Will it accommodate a bunch of pilots? Is there camping, overnight camping, RV camping, whatnot? So all those things go into it. We don't want to over promote if our facility isn't capable of it. However, there are different ways that you can list your details and whatnot to control that. So what kind of resources do we have? A club, usually when they decide to have an event, they say, let's make a flyer. That's generally been the way things are for years and years and years. In the past, the flyers were just a paper product that would be hand delivered, that would be emailed, that would be snail mailed even. But what we want to address now is, how can I take that flyer concept and expand it a little bit, utilize electronic benefits like cell phones, like Facebook, like social media, to get the event out there. Generally, clubs have email, snail mail, newsletters, club websites. Some have Facebook, some use Facebook events. However, not many. I'm not seeing too many that are using Facebook events, so we're going to address that in this presentation. Club Facebook groups and pages. I noticed quite a few clubs are utilizing Facebook groups. And also your CDs and EMs, do they have a personal Facebook feed? Do your members have a personal Facebook feed, even though the club contact or the president may not? Someone in the club might, and they can offer their services to maybe produce a Facebook event posting for you. The reason I push that Facebook event posting is because it's probably the easiest resource to share an event, and it keeps it all centralized and it gives you many benefits, and we'll take a look at that. So if we're going public, let's go public. Your district has supplied you with some resources that will get you beyond your club boundaries. So let's take a look at them. www.amadistrict-i.org. That's that's your website. It's for your use and it's for your club's use. So we invite you to use it. It's free. It gives you also access to the District 1 Facebook group, which can be accessed directly from the website. And then, as I mentioned before, personal Facebook feeds are also a great resource for general public outreach beyond our clubs and beyond our hobby community. So, posting a flyer at the District 1 website homepage slideshow. This is taking what you've already done. Most clubs know how to make a flyer, know how to create a nice flyer, an informative flyer, a pretty one. I've seen some great looking ones, has all the details on it. But what I do see is them being emailed to the club or posted just on a club Facebook group. So it's limiting your audience, limiting your promotional audience. So let's move it beyond that. So let's put it on a website that we have, because not everyone has Facebook. Maybe they can go to the website and they can see the information there and actually share it from there. So we have to go to the website, www.amadistrict-i.org. We have to join the website. Why do we do this? For security, we want to make sure we vet that there are AMA members uploading photos to our website. There's two places we can upload it: to our event promotion slideshow and also to our district slideshow, where you can post pictures of your events, just club activities, just stuff that's going on around District 1. We want to share that with other people who may not have social media. Joining just takes a few minutes. The approval comes shortly thereafter. It usually takes us, the maximum it takes us is a day to take a look and see new people who have joined. We approve you. You get an email with a verification and a temporary password. You go in, you can change your password, and you're ready to go. Now you're able to log on to the website, gain access, upload your flyer to the event slideshow page, add a caption to the flyer with some details. I tell people at least the CD name and contact information. So if they see your flyer, they can't quite get all the information off of it. They can at least have a contact they can go to. Let's do a demonstration. So I'm going to take you to www.amadistrict-i.org. Pull up my screen to share it. And so here we are. You'll notice that I am not logged in. First place I want you to go, if you've never been here before, is join. Go to join, click on that. It'll ask you a few questions. Just follow the instructions. I did this with a member just today, and he was very impressed with what he saw on the website. I hope more will come, and they should be equally impressed. I think this process took us about 2 minutes to do. So I would ask that everyone go and join so they can take full advantage of the website. So we go back to the home page. If I'm not logged in and I go to my event slideshow, which is on the left, you can see there's different formats being used. This is a Facebook, these are Facebook event screenshots that you're seeing now. And as it scrolls through, this is a flyer posting, which is perfectly fine with the caption below. It's another Facebook event, another Facebook event. Those were all the ones I did. If you notice over on the right, this is another flyer that was done, real nice one. These over on the right are the pictures I talked about, and I tell the members who come on and post, please put some captions on there so people know what the photo is about. But concentrating on our events, go to upload. Now you'll notice I can look at all these photos, I can enlarge them, I can click on them and enlarge them. I'm going to go back. But you'll notice there's nothing right here. So I can't do anything with any of these other than click on it and enlarge it. I can't upload anything because I'm not logged in. So I'm going to go log in. Once you join, you'll be able to do this. So now that I've logged in, I'm going to go back to my upload page. Now I have the ability to upload, and it shows my photos that are on here. There's 24 events posted already in early April. I've posted 7. So that gives me an indication. What that also tells me is the ones I've posted, I can delete. So you can see the delete down here. We ask people to go back after the date of the event and help us with some housekeeping. And what I'd recommend is when you're doing that, you can also come back with some pictures of the event, put it on the photo slideshow. You killed 2 birds with 1 stone, and you've post-promoted your event. I always really suggest that to people. Do a Facebook album, tell the story for a couple of reasons. Let people know who weren't there, what went on. Let people who didn't attend maybe feel a little sorry that they didn't attend. Tell them what they missed. So maybe next year they'll attend, or they'll think about going to another event at your field. Now I want to show you. Try and find one here. This one in Rutland. I did not post this, so you can see I can't do anything with it. I didn't post this, can't do anything with it. But this one, I do have the ability to delete it. Okay, so that's one benefit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go fetch a flyer. Now I have these flyers on my computer already. You can take your JPEGs any way you have them, and you can grab them as a file, or you can take a screenshot. And I'm going to do a screenshot later on when I show you the Facebook event. But for now, I have it on my computer. So when I go to upload, I'm going to confirm I'm still sharing, which I am. When I go to upload, I'm going to go browse to that folder. Here it is. I've selected that folder, and I'm going to choose this one from the Oktoberfest jet rally from last year. Just happen to have it. So I'm going to pull that up. There it goes. And I'm going to upload. You can do as many as 5 pictures at a time. For events, it's generally 1 at a time. So I upload it. There it is. Sure enough. Now, I could close this all up. Done. It's on the slideshow, and it's all set to go. Or what I recommend is enlarge it, and right down here, add caption. And what I like to do, just to have a little more detail underneath the posting, is add details. You know, throw your details down here, and then type in your CD, and then put the CD's name, and their email, and maybe their phone. So add that stuff down there, so you have some contact information for the people who might not be able to see it in the flyer itself. Some of the flyers are pretty jam-packed with a lot of information. So this is last year's. This was just a demonstration. I'm going to cancel this, and then I'm going to go back to the album. I can go back right here. I can scroll through here. There's several options of how to view this stuff, and I'm going to go ahead and delete it because I don't need that one. All right. Okay, so now moving back to our presentation. We have another option. So let's say we do have Facebook, or we have a member that has Facebook, or a CD or an EM that has Facebook, or the club has Facebook. So that we have access to Facebook. That's my point. How can we do that? Create a Facebook event, and that's on a group, a page, or even a personal feed. You can create events on all of those. What are some of the benefits using the club or the page? What you want to do is anchor your event at something that has to do with your club. In other words, it doesn't make sense to go to the District 1 group and anchor your event to our group. It makes more sense to anchor it to your group and then share it wider to our group. That's the whole point behind that. Follow the steps on the Facebook event posting. It says create event. Just follow the the steps right there, and you want to include things like a description. You can be as detailed as you want. You have a lot more room than you would have on a flyer. The details, the location, you can put a pin on a map so it has directions for people. It's a very effective tool if you haven't checked it out. You can use your flyer that you've done or an appropriate photo to get attention with it. I've cropped the photos from the flyers before. Now, of course, when you do this, your data and your information from the flyer is going to be transported down to the detail and description section of your event posting. So don't be concerned about cropping details out, because you're going to put that in the event posting. Then you share the event to your club group page, and you take it now and you share it to the District 1 group. You've already expanded your audience. The District 1 group has 385 members, and it's expanding every day. So you've expanded it beyond your email list group, your email list for your club. You've expanded it beyond the fence of your club. You've expanded it beyond even your club Facebook group into a wider audience by one simple share. That's just one share. Now share it to the members' personal Facebook feeds. Anybody with Facebook in the club, you put it on a personal feed. Now you're expanding it out to the general community and the public. So for educational and public outreach events, absolutely necessary. How are they going to know about it if we just keep it within the confines of our clubs and our aeromodeling community? Now, this is the way we can tie this back into the website for those who don't have Facebook. We can take a screenshot of the Facebook event to include the photo, the dates, the event name, and follow the instructions above, like I just showed you, to the District 1 website for those not on Facebook. And then you can share. You can share with them. They can capture the image from the slideshow. They can save that, and they can send it or email it to other people. So they still have that reach even without Facebook. Another demonstration. So let's go back to amadistrict-i.org. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to use the website to transport us through Facebook, through our Group 1, our District 1 group. But I'm going to go grab an event that wasn't created in the District 1 Facebook group. It was created in another group that I administer, which is the Plum Island Facebook page. So this is a page that I'm going to now. And pages are administrator-driven content. Groups are participant-driven content. And that's why we changed. Originally, we had a District 1 page. We changed it to a group because we wanted it interactive. At Plum Island, this is our main, we don't have a website, so this is our main source of communication about the club. So we keep it limited to a page, but we also have a group attached to it. So we have a lot of spectators on this page also that interact with us. So I'm going to go to events. And when you go to events, you'll see the event listings. These are upcoming events. Right over here, create new event. I'm just going to show you in a second. Groups and pages are a little bit different, but it'll give you an option, online or in person. Obviously, this is an in-person event, so you select the in-person. And over here, you start filling out the information. And it goes through the steps. There's 3 processes, all the description, category. For the category on most of mine, I put sport. There's really nothing that's general, but you can do sport. I wish they had something like outdoor activity, but they don't have that. So just follow the instructions there. They're pretty self-explanatory. We're going to go back to the event page. So let's say I'll take the Warbird event here. This has only been up for a few days. The nice thing I like about this is the metrics. So it tells me who's been reached and who's responding. So in just a few days, 2,900 people have been reached. In other words, they've either seen it on Facebook, it's been shared to them. At some point, that's been in front of their face. 158 have responded, 100 in the last 7 days. And if we go down to more, and this tells you your audience, you can get all sorts of metrics from this. 17 have said they're going, 141 have said they're interested. Now, Does that mean there's going to be 58 people coming? No, but it gives me a better idea than if I just send stuff out blanket, send it out to a few people and hope that they're going to tell people. And I can also share it to a group. I can share it to anybody I want through the links. I go up here and hit this arrow, gives me options how I can share it to a group, another page, through a link. I can attach that to emails. I can put it to other Facebook groups. I can put it to my Facebook feed, you name it. So awesome ability to put a lot of information. Also to have a discussion right on the event. So I put this comment in here the other day that I was very pleased to see the initial reaction. We haven't had a Warbird event in a few years in Plum Island, so we came up with the idea, and the club came up with the idea, and Jim Calgero was kind enough to CD it, and it's going great. And people responded to that. If people have questions, then they can ask them right there. So awesome tool. So now, Darren, how do I take this thing and put it to the website? What did I say before? We're going to do a screenshot. So we're going to take and we're going to do a screenshot. And if you haven't done a screenshot before, make sure I'm sharing this, which I am. I've got a screenshot tool right here. Your computer should have a screenshot tool on it. Take it. I got my screenshot, and I want to include all this stuff right here. So I've got the picture for attention. It still has the dates on the top of it. That's good. Sometimes you might have to crop some of the information out, but I've got the information right here. July 7th, 9 a.m., July 10th to 4 p.m. Warbirds over Plum Island. Where is it? Plum Island. So I can take that, and then I can save it to my desktop, somewhere I can access it to upload. So I'm not going to upload this one. I'm not going to upload this one because I've already got this on the website. So I'm just going to go to the website and show you what I did. So we're going to go back to the website and make sure I'm sharing. I still am. I'm using the Zoom platform, so I just always want to confirm that I'm still sharing the screen with you. So here's what I did with that screenshot. Here's the Warbird event right here. Took the Warbird event screenshot that you saw me just highlight. Got all my information there, and then I added a caption that gave me details. I created a hashtag for the event, and I also put the CD's name in there. So there's another way to go about it. So I hope that's given you a little bit of insight into some of the benefits we provide and the resources we provide in District 1 for you, the members. I highly recommend, and I ask you very, very sincerely, go to this website, take a look at it. Everyone who's gone to it and taken a look at it has been impressed. I could spend all day taking you through all these links on the website, but there's great information and resources here. So I highly recommend you take a look at it. And a lot of these are stuff that we use. The Trust Test Portal for new members, the FAA registration when you need renewal, AMA documents for our CDs and our EMs. You can access your portal, your event portal through that. You can get your event package through that. The turbine waiver program, the large model airplane program, you name it, it's all there. All of our District 1 platforms are up here. Our Zoom meetings that are recorded, our monthly Zoom meetings, they're accessed here. Okay, that's my pitch for the District 1 website. And one last time, www.amadistrict-i.org. Browse it, love it, bookmark it, share it. All right, that all being said, best of luck with all your events this season. I hope this was informative for you. I hope you might have gotten some information that you didn't have before. No matter what you do, have a great time. Fly often, fly hard, fly safe. One community. Remember, it's your passion, your hobby, and one community. And we're here to help you. So if you have any questions, please reach out to your district volunteer leadership. Ask the AVP. Ask the VP. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on a flight line somewhere.